Shalom YouTube, it's the Mad Kelp. How are you? Hope you're doing stuff. So I figured I would give you guys a little bit of an update on what it is that we're doing, on what's happening here in the new land of, oh crap, that's not even built yet. So you guys saw the frame for the deck last time. Here's a deck. Let's see if that works. And I'm not used to this. All right, so framed out the deck. It's covered, big tarp. We're gonna put a roof on it eventually, but you know, one thing pushes out another. So this runs most of the camper. Digging holes for posts in Oklahoma dirt is not fun, but we did it. So this part here we'll finish off. That'll go all the way out to the end of here. This won't be covered, and this will be the place we have for the kitchen, because we're going to do an outdoor kitchen. We've got, you know, our grills and our stuff set up, so we're doing some cooking outdoors, but it's hot. It's 103, 104 with a heat index of 110. Feels like you're in a convection oven, which is why the air conditioning on the campers runs 24/7. Because it goes down to a lovely 78 at night on a good night. But other than that, life in Oklahoma is pretty freaking awesome. So anyway, so down here we've got, oh look, that looks like an IBC tote. That looks like another IBC tote. So I got two IBC totes. I wrapped one in plastic. I'm going to wrap the other one. I need more black plastic. We're going to get that. We're going to wrap that up. And we'll fill those. So they're $265 each. So we'll have a little over 500 gallons of water on hand just in case we need it. Of course, on a day like today when somebody down the street hit a fire hydrant and we lost the entire Loop Boss water pressure, it'd be good to have that on hand. But we'll take care of that. And that'll eventually run the rainwater catchment from the roof on the porch over to this. Here's big news. You guys will be happy to see this. Well, some of you will be happy to see this. So this is bees. Out of the blue, we got bees. They just showed up the other day, buzzing around, checked out the big hive and checked out a couple of the different boxes, and this is where they have decided to live. So we have bees. So when these guys calm down, a week or so, we'll move them into the big hive, and then we will have honey. Yay. So this is the second most famous outhouse in Pennsylvania, in Oklahoma. It's still looking a little Sanford and sunny, but you know what? That's what happens when you move two guys with 1,600-foot houses and years worth of preps into a 30-foot trailer. So, yeah, so we're making progress, doing things, you know. Wanted to let you know that I didn't forget about you. And I told you that I was going to keep you updated on progress, so keeping you updated on progress, and that's what it is. That's kind of what's happening here. So, and then on the edge of the deck here, I got to run out to Atwood's here, probably on first day, pick up a bunch of buckets and some soil and some vermiculite, and run over to my neighbor's house and pick up a few buckets of compost, because I'm going to do container gardening on the porch, and then where all of the excess wood is, I'm going to put in a couple of small raised garden beds. You can get those little raised beds from the metal ones from Walmart for not a lot of money, because not growing stuff is making me insane. So I'm going to start doing that next week. So we'll put seeds in the dirt and yeah, and start growing stuff, because it's me, and if I'm not growing stuff, I'm getting a little cranky. So we're going to do that. And then my my canner, I gave away everything that I had canned, everything that was in the lair that I canned, all the beef and the chicken and the carrots and the vegetables and the eggs and all that stuff that I canned went to other people before I left. So I have nothing in cans, which again makes me a little nervous. So we're going to start canning again next week. My canner is in storage someplace, in a box, buried. Luckily, I have neighbors, I have tribe who have extra canners. So they're going to let me borrow a canner, and I'm going to start canning up beef and chicken and stuff again so that I have stuff, because that's what we do. Yeah. So it's been different. It's been different. It's a lot of sort of minimal, after you're used to living in your own house for, years by yourself, and then sharing a small space with another person. It's it's interesting. I mean, Jay Johns and I get along famously. No problem. There's no issues there. But it's still like you're still stepping on each other's feet just because the space is small. So, but you know what? We're doing stuff because we never stop doing stuff. That's just how we're built. And like people were asking, well, if you're gonna move out of there soon, why are you building a porch? Because I want a porch, and I want to plus up the brother who's letting us borrow his trailer, so that the next people who move into this landing pad will have a nicer place than when we moved in, and then hopefully they'll make some improvements, and then the next family that moves in, they'll have a nicer landing pad. It's the whole parable of the talents. It's, you're given stuff. What are you going to do with it? The whole idea of me doing container gardening is, maybe it's not a lot. Maybe I don't have a whole lot of land and a whole lot of resource to be able to do stuff on, but the Father's given me this. So it would be disrespectful to Him to not honor Him by growing food in the place that He gave me. And maybe it won't be a whole lot of food, but I firmly believe that the Father sees your effort and says, hey, I gave you this little place. Let's see what you do with it before I give you a bigger place. So making the most of stuff. We're improving our environment, and we're going to grow some food. Not a lot of food, but we'll grow some food, and we're helping other members of the tribe out, and that's a huge piece too. It's this huge thing that, like, when I was in Pennsylvania, we had people, I had family, I had a crew, but we didn't do a whole lot together. Tribe here does a lot together, I actually get over peopled sometimes. I'm like, I need to get some yonder, because I've had people on my porch 6 nights in a row. People showing up and hey, how you doing? Let me sit down for a little bit, have a cigar, and have a smoke and talk and whatever it is. We're in each other's lives, doing stuff for each other, and in each other's houses, which is a blessing most of the time. And then some of the time, and everybody goes through it, you need some yonder. You need a couple of minutes to yourself. So, but like we have a signal chat for the local tribe, and it's, hey, I need this, and hey, I need that. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Hey, I've got I need I have a tractor there in an hour. I'll help you go pick up IVC totes. Oh, you need firewood. I'll help you bring firewood, and I'll help you split it. And I'll do that. We'll do this and we'll do that. And it's an absolute blessing. And my eyes are averted because I'm staring at a beautiful cardinal that's sitting on the phone wire. I don't know if you can see that guy. All kinds of birds, and then there's all kinds of insects. You know what? It's funny if you're quiet, especially in the evening. The amount of frogs and cicadas and insects that are out here It sounds like you're listening to the Predator movie. If you don't know what you're listening to, it could be a little creepy. Anyway, off on a tangent. Tribe is awesome. People are awesome. Keep doing things, because the world's not getting any better. The world's getting crazier and crazier, and time is getting shorter and shorter. So, yeah, go do things. All right, shalom.